The Edge is brought to you by Browning, Bulldog, Titan, Cabela's, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Polaris, Hoyt, 10 Point, Night Force, Bog Pod, Wasp. Steve Ecklund has the good fortune of being in Newfoundland for a prestigious moose hunt. The Edge finds Steve on a trek that will take him deep into the Long Range Mountains, northwest of Deer Lake, to explore this rugged landscape. This area is known for having the highest density of moose in all of North America. Newfoundland is the easternmost landmass of the continent. The harsh terrain Steve is about to encounter is the same land explored by Vikings and great explorers like John Cabot and Captain James Cook. After a full day of travel, Steve's journey isn't over yet. He grabs a cab to the town of Corner Brook, where tomorrow he'll be picked up by helicopter and flown to the outfitters' hunting camp in the Long Range Mountains.
All right, so we're here in Deer Lake. We're off to Corner Brook here. The fine folks at Star Taxi are providing our transportation. As you can see, we pack like women, no offense. One of the things that stands out in my mind, the people out here, hospitable. I mean, unbelievable hospitality. Cab driver Edward, I mean, not only is he a taxi driver, but he's a tour guide. I mean, right to the point where the man was willing to turn the meter off and drive us 5 hours in one direction just to show us one of his favorite parts of Newfoundland. That's a pretty town. Very pretty town.
It is.
Bigger than what I expected. Almost 20,000, you said,
Almost 20,000 people, I think it is, yeah.
Newfoundland is an iconic place to come and do a moose hunt, and that's what we're doing here this week. But there's many other things here. I mean, it's this spectacular landscape. Most furthest east point, in Canada. It's fall. We're getting into the first part of October here, so everything's changing colors. It's just a beautiful place to be in and to see. Since I'm in Newfoundland and had a day to kill, we go down to the restaurant, got the hunger going.
And you're all ready to order?
Yeah, the redneck in me is telling me to go with the baby back ribs, but...
Oh, you gotta try the cod tongues.
That's kind of what I was thinking. We're in Newfoundland.
Oh yeah, but you gotta have them crispy because they are tongues, man.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go with that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Traditional Newfoundland cod tongues with our Newfoundlandese gravy.
Right on.
Anything else I can get for you?
That's gonna be it for now.
Perfect. Enjoy, man.
Thank you. All right, well here we are. A little local flavor cuisine, the cod tongue. I mean, it looks really good, so I'm just gonna dive in and see what happens here.
There's no shortage of strange dishes on the rock. You can even find pickled moose nose at the supermarket. Cod tongue is not actually the fish's tongue, but a gelatinous chunk of flesh from its throat. Let's see how Steve likes it.
I'm a little too much of a Westerner for this cod tongue. But the fries are awesome. Well, we can check the cod tongue off the bucket list here for sure.
So much for a last meal before a long journey. Now it's time for Steve to meet up with owner Shane Mullen of Next Ridge Outfitters.
Shane, Steve Ecklund with The Edge.
How you getting on, my son?
Pardon?
Hey, you gotta get with it. You're in Newfoundland.
Oh, boy. We're gonna do our best this week, put it that way. What's the terrain like there? Are we gonna be climbing mountains or?
Well, we're sub-alpine.
Okay.
There's some high ridges. We probably won't be going to the highest points, but You'll be traversing our infamous Newfoundland bog and
Perfect.
working your way through our Newfoundland tuck, or tuckamore.
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 Okay.
It's just a dwarf spruce that wants to grab you and hold you.
Aha.
Your guide is going to be a gentleman by the name of Headley Angel. He is no angel, but he can pretty much walk the legs off a moose if you wanted him to. Your biggest danger is probably your guide working your legs off.
The Long Range Mountains rise 1,600 feet above sea level. The terrain consists of subalpine ridges mixed with heavily wooded valleys and small bogs. The remote wilderness of Newfoundland is estimated to have over 120,000 moose.
We're actually only just a couple of miles away here now.
Okay.
Just up ahead over here about 2 o'clock.
Well, this is going to be quite the adventure for us. We've been looking forward to this for a long time.
It's a pretty amazing piece of country here. It's the terrain is so rough up here that it's usually only accessible by helicopter or hiking.
Well, hey, listen, Dave, that was a smooth flight. I really appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome. Anytime. Glad you're here.
And you, sir, must be Headley.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
You
Steve
too.
Ecklund with The Edge.
How you doing?
So,
This is the Hilton on the Hills.
this is the hotel, is it?
Yes, sir.
She looks 5-star, pretty deluxe. Walk in, Headley's got this meal cooking for us. Cod. Thankfully, it wasn't cod tongue, it was cod fillets. Way better than the cod tongue. Headley, that was delicious.
Glad you enjoyed it.
It's time to get down to brass tacks. What do you got? What do you got in store for me this week?
Well, we're going to do some spotting and stalking.
Yeah.
Go to the hilltops. There's a couple spots around
Good.
that we use for lookouts.
Well, that's good. I brought a spotting scope too. So
Oh, that's great. That's great. 'Cause you'll be looking probably 2 miles away
really,
from some of those spots. Yeah.
if I can be so bold, what do you think the expectations are? What should I be passing up? What should we be going after?
We won't take nothing under 40 inches. I mean, the average we'll take here is between 42 to 45. I'll let you know if he's a bruiser
Yeah.
when I see him, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that sounds good, Headley. Well, I mean, it's getting a little on the late side here. I gotta still get my stuff in order
Yep.
for tomorrow. So,
Yep.
I think
bright and
we'll-
early in the morning.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna wrap it up and hit the rack.
Okay.
At daybreak, Headley and Steve venture out into the rocky hills and Tuckamore bush. Moose can travel a large distance in a very short time, so to keep up with them, Steve can expect his guide to walk him right into the dirt, about 50 miles over the course of this hunt.
What an experience being able to come out here. It's literally one of those places where the longer you look through the glass, the more you see. These animals just pop up everywhere. I mean, Newfoundland has got it going on for moose.
Another one down there laying down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The moose population is intensely well managed by the outfitters, whose livelihood depends on this large animal. Big game hunters like Steve are drawn to the area because of their success rate in finding bulls in excess of 40 inches.
I like calling in moose. That's probably one of the best things I do when it comes to the hunting part. Is I like to see them coming in and getting their attention, getting them up close and personal.
Why couldn't he be the ghost?
Yeah, really. Broadside looking at you.
Headley called in a nice young bull. We messed with him a little bit, and I think Love Struck. To come into Headley's call, he would have had to have been something wrong with him. But actually, he does a pretty good job with the calls. He's got a high pitch, and that young bull just couldn't resist.
As appealing as Headley's call is, this moose is on the move. Steve spots the moose that he wants to go after. They get on a quick stalk, but are surprised when he pops out of the tuck right in front of them.
get a shot at him there. He's up in the tuck. There's that brute. We gotta go down and see if we can get a crack at him. He must be laying down. Damn, that was a big bull. He ran like a bat out of hell. I don't even know if we'll see him again. That's not the same one I saw on the back. There he is. Where? Right there. Where? Right there. That's not him, is it? Haven't touched him.
No idea, high or low?
I don't know, but
We came up on a big bull, and I'd say he was between 48 to 50 inches.
Well, what's the odds we can get back on him?
same as winning the lottery. They're not stopped yet. When I looked up, all I could see was the two paddles like this. That was a good bull.
I had to give him a go.
Oh yeah.
Disappointing when the first big one we see is like 500 and something yards away. Well, even more disappointing that he was 120 yards away when he stood up.
In spite of the distance this moose is making, Steve is determined to keep trying. But they find something else instead. A large black bear.
I didn't expect to see a black bear on this trip, but we got a pretty good one bedded down. And he's feeding on some berries, so we're gonna just play a stalk on him. See if we can get close with the bow.
It was quite easy to get a stalk on him because we had to win in our favor, so we just snuck up around him.
Coming up next.
It's up to you. We can try them, but the thing is, we're starting to run low on time too. It's 3 o'clock.
He's a tank.
So we can play on that big one. We can sneak up.
I didn't expect to see a black bear on this trip.
He's gone to the duck. I watched him win out the back of the duck.
Steve and Headley cautiously approach a black bear within easy bow range.
Get up there to the point where we actually see him again, and he's well within bow range. And I took a look at that bear and decided to let him go. I mean, it was just one of those things that just didn't feel right. He wasn't the bear I was after.
After 4 days in the bush, it's time to turn some of the challenges Steve is encountering into real opportunities.
We're past the midway point here, and weather's moving in on us again. But it's crunch time. We're gonna get out and see how much time we can put in here before the weather hits us square in the face. And
Right over those hills. You can see the rain coming down off. Looks like a silver lining.
well, we're as anticipated, we're getting socked in here. Weather's moved in on us real fast. Pouring rain.
So you get the temperature changes, creates fog. And then the fog rolls in, of course, and you can't see nothing, so you can't hunt. You just gotta stay put pretty well. Weather can change there in 10 minutes.
The many small streams, ponds, rocks, and dense tangles of spruce and fir make walking a straight line nearly impossible. Hunting with an experienced guide like Headley is invaluable to Steve. The weather changes from pretty to pretty ugly without much warning.
The mood of our hunt has changed here in the last little bit. Just as fast as the weather rolling in. You can see it in our guide. It's exactly what I want right now because we're coming to the end of the hunt and it's gotten really intense here.
It seems that Mother Nature doesn't care that Steve is running out of time.
Well, it's been one kick in the junk after another here on this trip. I mean, the weather's just been great. It's noon now. We've walked 6 miles to get into position and just to get here. Have this weather roll in on us. It's absolutely brutal. We're gonna try to sit here half hour and wait it out, see if it blows over. Winds are howling. We crawled in underneath the tuck. We're underneath about 5-foot tuck just to stay out of some rain. Kind of deflated.
Steve and Headley are forced to call it a day because of bad weather. Another day lost means they'll have to pick up steam and put more miles on the next day.
You know, hunting for me is a way of life. It's a tradition that's been passed down. As a young boy, I can still remember shooting my first partridge in the backyard while my dad was at work, and taking him downstairs and hanging him up, almost displaying him for his arrival home from work. It's something to this day that I'll remember. You know, I remember, and I'll remember it forever. From there, it turned into a passion of my own, and it's really one of the only times that I can take a deep breath of fresh air and feel it.
I'm far from rich, but I guess rich depends on what you consider rich. I mean, not everybody can get out and do what I do, get out and hunt moose every day or whatever, and be out and be a part of nature. I mean, some people are stuck in offices all week long and wish they could get out and do something like this. So I guess in a way I am rich, be able to do what I'm doing. So.
Coming up next.
I just see his paddles.
It's nearing the final day of the hunt, and Steve may leave Newfoundland with nothing to show for the miles he's trekked and the weather he's endured.
Well, it's the last day of our Newfoundland moose hunt here at Next Ridge, and still Hunter 0 Moose 1000, it seems like. But we're gonna try going down into the timber, getting down into the bogs, hit the timber, do some raking, some calling, see if we can't get a bull to come in. Mixed emotions for sure. Excited, petrified, thrilled, all of that kind of stuff.
For a hunter who is physically exhausted coming into the last day of a 7-day hunt, Steve is dealing with mounting emotions of hope and doubt. This bull moves quickly through the tuck, making it hard for Steve and Headley to keep up. But it's a young bull anyway. Headley knows there are mature bulls out there. It's not time to give up the chase just yet.
Another long hike for another small moose. We just can't we can't put it all together. When you think about putting 12 miles on your boots in conditions like that, it's a workout. It's been a long season already, but these hills out here definitely get you fatigued, to say the least.
At least we're getting a bit more action today.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I mean, last day of the hunt.
Yeah.
At least we're getting some action.
That's right.
Moments later, another giant moose shows up from under the tuck. Steve has mere seconds to set up his rifle and find his shot, while Headley tries to hold the moose's attention.
Yes! Let's go over there, buddy. See what we got.
Suddenly, the massive moose is up again, forcing Steve to act quickly.
He's getting up again, Steve. Again. like that.
Holy cow!
Yeah, baby.
That is unbelievable.
Oh, what a moose.
We are literally on top of Newfoundland right now, just vibrating here. Look at me.
Me too. Another brute.
Oh, look at that moose. I mean, I thought Newfoundland wasn't supposed to have bulls like this.
We don't tell everybody.
When you take a hunter out and you're hunting him day in, day out, and then all of a sudden you spot that big bull and you make that play on him, and everything comes together. I mean, it feels great. I mean, just to see the look on their face, and makes me feel great too. And when it all pulls together, it makes one day great.
We have walked our tails off
Oh, definitely.
looking for a brute just like this.
What a brute. I think we got Grandpa.
I think so, boy.
Right on.
Exhausted, huge adrenaline dump here right now. You know, we successfully completed the task at hand. We were after a giant Newfoundland bull, and literally the 11th hour, and here we are. Hammered him. Fantastic. Now this, I'll be able to eat. Your cod tongues, not so much.
Yeah. I guess we got a ton of work to do.
I can't thank you enough. I mean, I was cursing you all week for walking us that hard, but this, it makes it all worthwhile.
Steve and Headley will carry this moose to camp, where Next Ridge Outfitters will prepare its meat for donation. The meat from this moose will feed a large family for almost a year. Steve is happy to contribute to families in need.
How old did you say you were? 27?
62.
You better be lying.
Henry, yes. Will you put your arm around me? I'm crazy.
Closed captioning brought to you by Caldwell.